Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Saturday afternoon. Let's see if I can get all of my craziness situated. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I have been away from my office for a few days now. My husband and I took a trip out of state to a basement for his business, and I'm trying to catch up. Oh my gosh, have so much to do, but I wanted to do this really fun video today for you. So this is going to be another really fun holiday treat gifty, something that would be really quick and easy to be able to. Hello, Rose. Thank you so much for hopping on. I think that this treat gifty would be really fun to give, someone that. A person that you're probably not going to give a sweater to. Maybe your mailman or coworkers or a teacher or something like that. But something that is really practical yet very easy to create, and it's really, really cute. So it's kind of shaped, it actually will stand up on its own, the way that we have the paper scored. And I'm going to give you guys, hey Roxanne, I'm going to give you guys all of the paper measurements and where you're going to score and all of this. So you might grab, while we're going through, you guys might even grab a sticky note if you want to write them down, and then I'll try to go back and put them underneath the post as well, just so you have them later. But it will stand up on its own, and this little almost triangular shaped little treat gift, I don't know, container of sorts, but it has this really cool, the spoon that will just come right out. It's not attached or adhered in any way, so you're not going to rip up anything when you take the spoon out to use. We had to adorn it with a really cute bow. I mean, because that's how we roll, right? So we've got some of the snowflake glitter thin cut pieces from the Winter Flurries collection, and this is actually just a little tag from the PML cards on that 'Tis the Season paper collection that we have. So we have dressed it up with a few layers of cardstock and pattern paper and put some bling on there and that type of thing. But the fun part is we're going to turn it around, and this says "Open me, open me," and this is actually a sentiment from the this stamp set, and just a little something is what it's called. I never can remember the name of it, but it's those really fun sentiments that coordinate perfect. Hello Ellen, thank you so much for hopping on, everybody. But this stamp set coordinates perfectly with the decorative border thin cuts, with all of those really fun, like the pool tab thin cut and that type of thing. But this has really great sentiments. This is also the add-on stamp set that I used for my November 2018 stamp of the month kit, using those very small sentiments. So if you guys would like to get a hold of the November stamp of the month for only $5 and be able to get the free pre-cut kit from me in the mail to you, you guys may want to invest in the stamp set. It's super, super adorable. So we're actually going to use the open me sentiment on this stamp set, and you'll see it right here on this little lip. Hey Shell, how are you? Thanks for hopping in, darling. So it says open me, and we're just going to lift up the little flap, and this is using the little hook and loop dots that you guys can find back there in the back of the idea book. Now I don't know about you, but where I come from in Missouri, we just call that Velcro, but apparently it's actually called hook and loop dots. Ha ha ha. So I used one little pair of those to keep that closed, and then you can open it up, and you have this really fun place to write your message. And for the inside, we used Christ the Savior is Born, which is one of the sentiments that you will find featured in the Christmas Blessings stamp set. Hey, Stacy, thanks for hopping on, darling. But it is filled with a really fun, the real reason for the Christmas season, at least in my house anyway, but it has the best sentiments ever. They fit directly inside the shaker windows as well, so you guys will find some really fun projects. You'll see a lot of really fun videos throughout this month using this set as well. Hey Tracy, but I thought it would be fun to incorporate that into the little treat gifty. So we used the Christ the Savior is Born sentiment and placed it on this little place here to write our message, and then on the other side is where we have the little milk chocolate, the hot cocoa mix. And so it just goes together very well. It was very easy to create, and it looks like my phone is maybe a little bit further down than it should be again. So I'm going to just adjust it up. I'm going to try to not make you guys dizzy. I'm so sorry if that made you dizzy. But I just think it turned out really doggone cute, and it was so easy to make. You guys are not even going to believe how quick it was to make. So let's go right ahead, and I'm going to show you guys how to create this fun little guy, and we'll just get right to it, okay? So again, I'm putting my little hot cocoa maker and my my spoon aside, and let's go ahead and I will give you guys the dimensions to these paper pieces. So the New England Ivy is the color of green that we used for the base here. Now you guys can make these any way that you wish. Grab your own colors, grab your favorite papers. It doesn't have to be the way that I created it, but my measurements are 4 by 12 is the New England Ivy, 4 inches by 12 inches. Hey, Joan, thank you so much for hopping on. 4 inches by 12 inches is the New England Ivy piece. And then the black mat is 3 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And then the patterned, the red patterned candy apple print from the 'Tis the Season paper collection is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. And then the white liner on the inside where we wrote our message is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay. And then again, here is just another one of those little tags that were already pre-printed. Hey, Patty, already pre-printed in the 'Tis the Season PML paper sheet. So that's where I got the believe from. But we're just going to go right ahead and get to working on this. So first what we're going to do is we're just going to score our New England Ivy cardstock, guys. And I know that there's a lot of really fancy scoring blades and, you know, all these tools and everything. I'm just kind of like a simple girl. I just really want to do it in a quick and easy way using things that I already have. So I just use my paper trimmer and my bone folder. I don't craft without my bone folder usually. I love it. So get my little cheat sheet over here so I don't make a blunder. Totally could happen in my office. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper that is 4 by 12, again, 4 inches by 12 inches, and we are scoring at 1 inch. And all I do when I use my bone folder is I just line up my paper at the place that we're supposed to be, the correct measurement, and then you're just going to take your bone folder and run it down the track where your blade usually goes, okay? So we're scoring at 1 inch, scoring at 6 inches, and then again at 7 inches. So 1 inch, 6 inch, 7 inches. Remember, your 4 inch by 12 inch piece of cardstock, and we're scoring at 1, 6, and 7, okay? So then we'll just grab the bone folder, and this is going to be our little flap. It's actually going to where we're going to place the hook and loop dots. This down here, the 6 inch and the 7 inch score is going to be, and you guys want to make sure that whenever you are creasing these with your bone folder that you have them lined up really well, okay? But this is going to be the 6 inch and the 7 inch score provides our base. And if you get them scored correctly, and your measurements are correct, it will usually stand up on its own, even with the weight of the hot chocolate in there. See how it will... So, very cute. Now, how cute would this be to place on a coworker's desk? For them to come into work and to see something very cute and pretty like that on a coworker's desk or a teacher's desk or Sunday school teacher or whatever. But I think that it turned out really, really cute. So, I can't wait to show you guys how to make them. So, now you have your little triangular little treat. And occasionally, guys, this front flap here is a smidge bit long, okay? And it helps it to stand up a little more correctly if this is, if you snip just the end of this off. So that's what I'm going to do. I just have my paper trimmer right over here next to me, and we're going to snip the very, like, not even a 1/16 of an inch. It is just snipping the very, very end of that off. And so then this will fit just a little bit better. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to create, okay, take off our little spoon here. We are opening him up, and let's go ahead and work on the different pieces that we're going to do. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the Christ the Savior is Born, the white mat in here. Okay, and remember the white mat is 3 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and we're going to use a little bit of the archival black today. What am I talking about? We use archival black every day, right? It's my favorite ink ever, ever, ever. Okay, so archival black, and here is our Christ the Savior is Born sentiment. And if I can find my stamping space, oh my gosh, here it is. Oh my word. Okay, so I'm stamping on the back of the Fisker's piercing toolkit. This, the front of it is the self-healing mat, and the back of it is the most perfect, dense, stamping surface you're ever going to experience in your entire life. If you guys do not have this, get it for the stamping alone. You will love it, okay? So that's what we are stamping on today, because as you guys know, when you stamp with acrylic stamps, you have to have something to cushion your imperfect work surface, since you don't have that foam that's usually in the middle of like a wooden stamp. So we're going to ink it up in the Archival Black, Christ the Savior is Born, and it's going to go right down here in the bottom corner. Perfect every time. And I love the magnetic closure on this ink, you guys. Oh my gosh, it like took anything that was difficult out of stamping, completely took it off the table. So you guys know how I am with my beloved journaling pen. We have to add this fun little doodle line all the way around the outside. Love, love, love it. I love, love, love it. I don't really even know why I love it, but I do. It just makes a project look even more finished, I think. Adds a little bit of fun, a little bit of texture around the edge. I love it. So we are going to add a few of the red pearls here to the inside. And you need to be cautious, guys. You can put a little bit of bulk in here, and it still has plenty of room with your hot cocoa without smashing or bowing the edges out. But you don't want to add, like, it would be a little bit difficult to add a great big, heavy, bulky embellishment to the middle here, and to keep your cardstock from bowing out. But we do have room for a couple of the red pearls, and I used 2 of the smaller ones and 1 of the medium size. I actually did not use the large because I was a little bit nervous that it might make it a little bit too bulky on the inside, but these 2 sizes did not seem to bother it at all. And these are, I haven't really played much with these guys, so you've not really seen them on too many of the videos, but these are really, really pretty. They're very bright and shiny, and they match the 'Tis the Season paper collection very, very well. So then we are just going to, if I can find my doggone adhesive, we're just going to add our piece in here. Now, when you guys are creating this, if you're going to write a message, I probably encourage you to go ahead and write your message on here before you go ahead and put all the pretty stuff on the front, because by the time you get the dimension on here, it's not going to be a really perfect surface to write on. So if you guys are creating these for other people, you will probably want to go ahead and add your message at this time, okay? So we're adding this here, and we are going to wait to put the hot cocoa on here until after we get the front made, just because we are working with it like this, and I don't want to be hitting this with my elbow whenever I'm messing up here and getting my cardstock crinkled, okay? So what we're going to do, I guess we forgot our open me. While I have my stamping stuff out, we need to make sure we do that, I suppose. So we're going to grab our open me little sentiment here, and I've got my black ink out again. This also would be really fun, guys. I think I had not kind of thought about the mechanical aspect of it, but I think we could also incorporate that pull tab thin cut image here and be able to pull off the top of that instead of opening it with the hook and loop. So I'm going to work on that as well. You might see this recreated, providing Cody doesn't drink all of the hot chocolate before I get that video made. So you might see this one recreated with another way to use that really fun thin cut set. So we've added our open me here on this piece here, and I guess we will go ahead and let's go ahead and we'll add the hook and loop dots. If I can find the doggone things, here they are. Okay, so what we're going to, it is afternoon, absolutely. That little mat arrived yesterday, and it's perfect. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad you like it. You like the name of my hot chocolate because you're originally from Switzerland. What do you guys call it over there? If we call it hot cocoa, what do you guys call it over there? I am curious. I always love to hear. What you guys call that. It's different. That's why I so love so many of you guys, our Australia and our New Zealand peeps. When you guys come to convention and we get to hang out with you and we get to hear what you call different foods and different things. That's fascinating to me. I love to listen to you guys. So I'm just cutting out the squares on each one of these. So I've got one at the top and one at the bottoms. And what I actually do, and everybody I know does this a little bit differently, but what I actually do is I will stick mine together. I just go right ahead and stick them together, and then I will peel off the sticky on one side So it's a smidge difficult with acrylic nails on, just FYI. They're very pretty, but they're not very practical. Not very practical. Okay, so I am just adding this here, and then I will peel off the sticky on this one as well. And then we're going to pretend like we're going to close it so it will match up correctly. Okay. Hi, Gail. Thank you for hopping in, darling. I hope you're back to normal and not feeling sickly anymore. I'm so sorry you were down for so long. Okay, so now we have our hook and loop dots placed on the top and the bottom closure, and they're lined up perfectly without any trouble at all. Okay, so now we are back to working on the front here. Okay, so this is super fast, guys. There's nothing to this at all. You don't even have to think about it. Here is our black mat. That again was 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, so we're just centering it here. Whoop, hello, Suze. Maybe you could center it. That would be perfect. Centering it here on the front. Oh my heavens, sweetie, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Or just hot chocolate in English. We might have to stick with hot chocolate in English. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Oh my goodness. Y'all are fascinated. If I could sit down and have a cup of hot chocolate with you and listen to y'all, I would love it. It would be absolutely an afternoon well spent. So since I have my red dots on the back of this, guys, I suppose if you would like to not place the liner here on the back, you could. It's just that you kind of have to pick the lesser of the two evils, okay? Because you've got a lot of bulk on the outside and you've got a bulk on the inside. So I worked on the inside before I worked on the outside because the inside had less bulk. So maybe if you guys went ahead and put your white piece in here, but maybe you did not put the pearls on there. You could put the pearls on very last if you would like. You just have to remember you have pearls on the front too. So it's just kind of like the lesser of the two evils is what it is. So you pretty much have bulk no matter what you're doing. And we just have to work around it. So, oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. I'm so, so glad. Oh, you're going to make a bunch to give away. That would be so fun, Gail. Yes. Or you could make your own version, do a video on it, and show your peeps over on your VIP page. They would totally love it. I love this because it's very like you can decorate it any way you want. You don't have to have the thin cuts that I'm using. You don't have to have the stamp sets that I'm using. You guys could pretty much decorate it any way you want, but it's just basically cardstock and knowing mechanically how you fold it and that type of thing. So pretty much anyone can do this, no matter how many supplies they have. So that's what I love the most about it, I think. And it's a very practical gift. Any one that you guys can use for many different occasions. And if you guys don't do hot cocoa, then don't do hot cocoa. You could put a tea bag in here. You could put a lot of different fun things in there. Put a little cookie or something if you would like to do that. Stick a little cookie in here. You know, this is you guys can make it any size that you want. But this has an inch dimension here at the bottom. So even as bulky as this hot cocoa is, there's a lot of room in there that you guys can see. So you could fit like a great big homemade cookie or, you know, something in there if you guys didn't want to do hot cocoa. And it's very easy to make this a year-round project. You guys don't have to create it just for Christmas time or from the holiday time. So, you know, if you didn't want to do hot cocoa and you guys wanted to do like tea or something, then the spoon would still work out. But if you guys did like a cookie or a little like I don't know, M&Ms or something fun like that, you could just omit the spoon or put some other fun little dimension, way to embellish it here on the top. But it's just, I don't know, that's what's so fun to me is that you guys can use it for a lot of different occasions. So, we are going to add our little embellishment piece here. Hershey bars, yes, absolutely, Joan. Absolutely. Hershey bars, any type of candy, yeah, totally, absolutely. You pretty much can incorporate anything. But like I said, it's just like you can use just scraps of your papers. And the big piece here is just the 4x12, and you guys just have to know how to score it. And I gave you all that information. So it's so easy to recreate. And of course, you guys, if you're working on, like if you're creating these massive, you know, you have tons of these to create, you guys may not want to add the snowflakes, or you may not want to add the bling, or if you need to, you know, cut the costs on each one of them, if you want to do that, you absolutely do not have to jazz this up the way that I am. If you need to do it simpler, then do it simpler. That's absolutely fine. It could be a gift tag for a gift bag. Oh yes, absolutely, Gail. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. And speaking of tags, I have like the funnest ideas ever coming this month using those fancy tags. Thin cut set. I can hardly even wait to show you guys. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. So we are going to, I use the Winter Flurries, which is our, the really fun snowflake dies. I actually did not have these before the flash sale the other day, you guys. So I got them on sale. I was so excited about that. So I'm getting to use them for the very first time today, but they are called Winter Flurries. And I used the largest snowflake. I cut in the gold glitter paper. Hi, Karen. Thank you so much for hopping on. And I cut the medium size in, maybe it was the medium or the small. Maybe they're the same size. I'm not really sure. But this one is in the white glitter paper. And so, of course, I'm just going to adhere them to each other with a glue dot. And as I always mention, hey Mandy, we leave the glue dots on the roll. Take your project to your glue dot. Don't take your glue dot off the roll, because then you're picking glue dots like out of your hair and out of your teeth, and it's a whole lot of not fun. So we're just adhering that on there. And oh, have a great day, honey. Thank you so much for hopping in. I hope you guys have a good day. So I'm going to add a second glue dot to adhere the cluster to the front of our little treat gifty. I still don't really know what the heck we're calling these things, but so we're going to stick it right up here, this top corner here, and then okay, I do totally like to I like to kind of pull up my little snowflake ends too. I think it adds some dimension, because you all know how I feel about dimension. I can't help it. It's just how I roll. So here's one of the little tags that are part of the 'Tis the Season PML sheet. And you guys know that we get a lot of really fun like 4x6 cards and 3x4 cards to use on our pages or our cards, but I just can't stand to let any of them go to waste. So this was just one of the little, the cute little tags. And the way that we're actually using this on the project is not just for decorative purposes, but we're using it in a way that it's going to allow our spoon to slide in and out. Okay. Now I got one of the larger clear spoons, guys. There, you can get some at the store that are a little bit smaller than this, but I got the large clear spoons, and I'm actually, as you can see, the way that the spoons are shaped, I am putting it in kind of backwards. So you're not looking, usually when you see a spoon, you're looking at the front of the spoon, or I guess basically the top of the spoon, but I have placed it backwards to fit inside my little container here because of the way that it's shaped. As you can see, that this is pretty flat here, and this kind of bows out. Well, it was really causing problems. If I tried to stick it down this way, it didn't want to lay very flat, so I put it in backwards, and it laid completely flat next to my project. And the way that we are actually using the little tag here to help keep the spoon attached here without falling out is we're just putting one row of the foam tape. Now this, I'm calling this foam tape. This is actually the inside of the shaker window circle frames. Okay, so if you guys are really liking the shaker windows, these will be your BFF. You're gonna have tons of them left over, and I just use them instead of using, pardon me, my foam tape. So I placed one on either side, and then I placed a second one right here. So that gave me a really good pocket, pardon me, a really good pocket for, to kind of keep my spoon a little bit snug in there from, so it won't be wiggling around and falling out, and that type of thing. So we're just going to take off the backing of these little foam squares. And I'm going to put him right down here. Center him fairly well. Maybe not exact, but fairly well. Okay. So now see how perfect that works? And it keeps it, it's not so snug in there that you're going to rip anything by tearing it out, but it's snug enough that it's not going anywhere. See how that's not, like, it's not flying out of there or anything like that, okay? So we are going to just go right ahead, and here is my little spoon. Let's see. Where did I do with my ribbon? Heavens, Suze. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm not very organized today, guys. I don't know what my deal is. Maybe that's every day, actually. So you guys know that we had to put like a little bit of fanciness on the spoon, right? You can't just put a regular spoon in there. Not in my world. You guys totally can, but it just looked a little bare. So I'm just using the Bow Easy. And I'm not really talking to you guys about this, but I have tons of videos on my business page to show you guys how you can very easily create these really pretty bows with this little, very inexpensive bow maker. So I will link, I'll put the link, the shopping link, underneath the video, and then you guys can see, like I said, I've been using it basically on every single project. So if you would like to see how easy it is to use and to see a really slow up close tutorial on how to create your own bows, just look at the videos page here and you guys will find them. So I don't know about you, but no matter how hard I could possibly try, I could never make a bow that cute with my hands. There's absolutely no way it would happen, ever, okay? So, Bow Easy to the rescue. I don't normally recommend things that we don't sell in our product line because I feel like Close to My Heart has a lot of really great products and tools, and I don't really feel the need to shop anywhere else. But when we have something that showcases our products this beautifully as the Bow Easy does, I'm probably going to talk about it. So, that is my little Bow Easy spiel. So we're just going to add a little small glue dot to the inside of this middle of this bow right here behind the knot. And then, good morning, Karen. We are just going to put it right here on the spoon. And these glue dots are kind of, they hold really, really well. And so if your recipient cannot get the bow off of their spoon, they might be stirring hot chocolate with a bow in their cup. I'm not really sure, but it would be a fun laugh anyway, right? You got the Bow Easy on eBay. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that's where I get all of mine. I'm so glad that you love it, Joan. Did you find the tutorials helpful? Like, do you understand how to... I'm assuming if you really like to use it, then you understand how to create the bows. But I agree. I think that it is so, it's just it's inexpensive and it doesn't take much to store because it's such a small, storage was a big deal for me years ago when I was crafting out of my bedroom. So this is just not like a great big gadget that you have to worry about finding a place for, and it's not heavy and bulky or anything like that. I'm so glad they're helpful. Perfect, perfect. I'm so glad. Okay, so see how our cute little spoon is just going to, they don't ship to New Zealand. Oh my gosh. Well, they said in the eBay listing, it said that it shipped all over the world. So I assumed that they really meant all over the world. So I'm so sorry. Doggone it. Rats. Have to go to Amazon to get cocoa packets. Karen, do you guys not have them over there? Do you guys not have hot cocoa packets? You could use tea. You could use, like, if you guys drink hot tea over there, you could use that. That would be fun as well. So I'm going to grab a couple of these red pearls again, guys. Here's one of the large pearls that we're going to put in the middle of our little snowflake cluster. And then we're going to grab two of the smaller ones and stick them right down here. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's so cute. So cute. Okay, so we will... Where did my hot cocoa go? There we go. Okay, you want to see the trick to getting this stuck inside your little packet? This is very important. Now watch. This will blow your minds, okay? That is all you do. Where's the drum roll? We should have a drum roll. I'm totally kidding you guys, but that's really all you have to do. The only trick to this is that you want to stand it up and place it where it's actually sitting down there, so that you know that it is, so that it's sitting on the bottom before you actually adhere it down here, so that it's not going to cause this to flip over later, okay, due to the weight. So now that we know that it's situated perfectly, we just smash it down and just your tombow will hold it. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. It is so, so cute. Yes, Cheryl, this is perfect for an event because they're so quick and easy to make. And if you're actually teaching other people, I'm not sure if it's like a vendor event or if you're teaching like at a class, but it's so easy to learn. There's really nothing difficult about it. So it's very easy to teach others as well. So, yay. Guys, can you even believe it was that easy? Oh my gosh. So crazy easy. If you guys do not have a Close to My Heart consultant and you're watching, I would love to serve you. You may find all of these products over, well, all the products except the spoon and the hot cocoa, of course. But you guys can find them over at my shopping website at susanwilliams.ctmh.com. And if you want to see a lot of additional creative inspiration, just go to the blog right here, thejustcrazyblessed.blogspot.com. And you guys will earn, remember, you're going to earn the free cutting guides when you place your orders, and you can earn the free stamp of the month kits and all of that fun craziness. So, yes, if you have questions, please put them underneath the video. Send me messages. If you guys are interested in joining Close to My Heart as a business, I would love to visit with you about that as well. You're doing laundry, but you think you're going to your scrapbook room and start making some of these. Well, don't tell your husband that it's my fault, Joan, because you're within driving distance of me, and I would hate to have him be mad at me and be that close. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that you love it too, Roxanne and Teresa. And I'm glad that it was helpful for you guys. So fun holiday little treat gifties for you guys that don't take any time at all. But if you have questions when you're making them, just shout at me, guys. Always happy to help. And I hope that your Saturday is wonderful, and I will see you soon.